I'm Raheem Dixon, aka DB Big Red 1, and the Battlefield 6 beta is out. It's fantastic. I'm having a blast. It feels like 2007 again, gaming with the boys. But you know me, we've got to talk about it, and I've enlisted some help. So let's dive into the good, the bad of Battlefield 6. So the Battlefield closed beta was on August 7th to the 8th. It rolled into the weekend, the open beta weekend, and Battlefield's seen a concurrent user count of 500,000 players, which beat Call of Duty's all-time player count. So what this personally tells me is that FPS games are on the verge of one of the biggest comebacks we've had in a while. And I don't mean if you are a Call of Duty player or a Battlefield player. I mean for players in general. For me, it's not about which game performs better. It's that these companies wake up and understand that quality over quantity is always the biggest factor. For me, the golden age of gaming was between 2007 and 2013. It felt like at the time, developers and publishers were synced perfectly. It seemed like everyone was driven to share some of the best possible products for us, for the gamers. And you're talking about titles like Halo 3, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and Rainbow Six Vegas 2 all releasing around the same time. And if you were there playing those games at the time, you know that there was so much to choose from. And granted, that's only a small list, right? I'm not even including the single player games, the RPGs that were released. So honestly, we come from a very spoiled background where people actually tried. They actually wanted to give us something good. But as time went on, the industry evolves. Unfortunately, this evolution meant going from quality games to quantity products, where the focus was lost between providing the consumer, the gamer, with a great product, something they could sink their teeth into, versus like how much money can we pull from these stupid So here we are, fast forward to 2025. Battlefield drops its beta. It's blowing people's minds. Now, granted, they have always been a very consistent franchise. You'd be foolish to say that they aren't consistent. However, their last few titles, Battlefield 5, 2042, were quite underwhelming. Still fun, just underwhelming. So it's good to see that like everybody is hyped again. Like it's unbelievable how polished, how put together that beta felt. And it's always good when we can say things like, "Oh, they just need to tweak minor things here, and you got yourself a damn near a classic." So it's great. It's great. All right, we're just coming off a beta weekend for Battlefield 6. The second beta weekend is coming up, and of course, everybody has gripes, complaints, their woes, and bitches. Nonetheless, I'm here with my boy Dunk. Known him for a long time, Twitch extraordinaire. We've been on every Battlefield, and he's going to help me talk about the beta.
Yes, sir.
We just came off the BF6 beta. Everybody's hyped up. It's lit right now. Talk to me. First impressions, how you feel. Give me your breakdown.
So far, amazing. I love it. First go around, I was not feeling it, but that's just because coming off playing other
when
games.
You're screaming in the game, dude. I know it's.
Yeah,
I know
man.
it's. But see, I've known you for a long time. So when you're screaming in the game, people think that when we're yelling in the game's ass, right? But it's really us. It's really us working out the internal trauma of like, am I cooked? Am I chopped?
Yeah.
No, I'm not chopped.
Bro.
It can't be. It can't be.
I'm just getting too old now, bro. My reflexes ain't there no more. But then you'll have like 5 straight matches, and you're like, nah, I still got it, bro. There's something wrong with this game, bro. No, it was good. For first impressions, I think I just had like too much to like look at, but once I came back, had a few days away from it, got on it, just wheeled it back in, and there's so many things good with the game, and I'm excited for release.
Yeah, dude, I am. I always get hyped up when we get a chance to dive into a game that's like, it feels good, it feels polished. It's good when you've got that feeling where you're like, oh no, let me hop back on this. Let me get back on this. Like I've got that itch for this. I've got that itch for this. And you were talking about that, off camera. We talked about, your camping trip. You came back and you're like, you told your wife, hey, I need to hop back on the game.
Thought about it all weekend.
Hey, family time's done, fam. Family time's done. Take the kids and get out of my face. It's done. BF6 time. No, but I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I think that's why it's important that we talk about the gripes and the good and the bad, especially because a lot of people out there, streamers and stuff, they'll just talk. But I think it's important that we keep the conversation grounded and realistic. So where would you like to start? Pros, cons?
Let's get into let's talk about what's good with the game. Let's do that.
Okay. So if you don't mind me starting, I think it's a pro that we've seen such a high player turnout.
Yes.
I just want to start there first. I know that's not like very important to most people, but a high player turnout is always a fantastic sign because it talks to the energy, it talks to the performance of the game, it talks to the marketing, it talks to distribution, and yeah, how do you feel about that?
Well, I agree with that too, and I think that it also matters because opening weekend there might they got the queue there, right? And it tells you how many people every day you got on it, the queue was stacked, right? And you got in pretty quick, but like, there was everybody wanted to play, and I think Battlefield is coming at a perfect time where the state of gaming is in like a weird spot. It's like if you're not playing like the single player Elden Souls type games, we need a good online multiplayer game, and I think Battlefield is coming out the perfect time to just we're about to just shelve all of this stuff and we're gonna be on this game. And I think that's what they're trying to go. Like you said, the trailers, the marketing, they got people amped up for this.
It sounds like that's is that one of your pros is timing, like release timing? Is that one of your pros?
Oh yeah. I think that if they would have tried to drop on like the heels of a Call of Duty coming out, it's like those games historically are just like everyone wants to play them. Like, okay, maybe this one will be the one. But they're coming at where everybody seems fed up with everything. Everyone's mad about Madden, 2K. The only thing people want to play is fucking Elden Ring, right? They're hungry for a good online multiplayer, a competitive online multiplayer that makes sense and works. That's it. With a good anti-cheat. I don't know why this is so difficult for
that's
bro.
Dude. In my book of notes, dude. Anti-cheat is
long ass list,
dude.
Laundry list,
dude.
Dang.
No, you know what? It's funny that you put that because one of my pros is timing. Prior to the a release announcement for Battlefield 6, they were thinking about releasing this game in the GTA window. One thing I've had talks with people about is them, releasing this during a GTA window it's going to get sucked up into the vortex of that is GTA, the black hole that is GTA. Because granted, we are getting this game in October. Call of Duty just announced that they are dropping their reveal trailer at Gamescom, which I will be attending Gamescom. And so, I'll be able to see that and all that. However, there is not enough. I'm willing to roll the dice and bank that Activision Blizzard Microsoft will not show enough transparency to match the Battlefield transparency and their vulnerability, their openness with like, this is our game, we want you to play. I don't think Black Ops Call of Duty is going to do that. And ultimately, with the game, Black Ops and Battlefield releasing roughly around the same time, because them releasing the rumor is Black Ops is releasing around the same time. I don't see how Black Ops would be releasing anything right now, considering 6 just came out. It just came out. So I'm glad, as far as timing goes, I'm glad that they moved the date up, give us time to play it. Rockstar already confirmed that GTA 6 is coming May 26, 2026.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to be caught right there.
Right.
They don't want to be caught.
Right. Yeah. And so you're talking Battlefield has a battle royale coming up. And I'm curious to see, you know, down the line how the battle royale mixes with GTA 6 culture. But nonetheless, I do agree the timing is fantastic.
Let me pull it back real quick. 2042 came out, it bombed. Everybody was pissed. It took them a little while, but they came out with updates. They listened to the community, and they updated the game. Then everybody got back on and was like, "Yo, you listened and you know what you're doing." So now you instilled faith in your community and your hardcore players, especially that they dropped a bombshell. It sucked. They fixed it. It was playable. Now they reestablished the faith that okay, here's the beta. It might have its cons, but we're gonna fix them. Trust us, guys. Okay, we believe you from this last game. Cool. What you want to do is you want to listen to your fans, release a great game, update where it's needed, listen to what they have to say, so that they're hungry to come back to the game. Because if you dropped it no one's gonna be playing Battlefield or COD, nothing. Sorry, even the hardcore, everyone's playing GTA 6, bro. Every person on Earth is gonna be. Oh, I don't even know what they're projected. It's something like the 20 something, 30 something billion or whatever it is on release. Do not drop your game by GTA. Come out with a game, make it. It's got to be good. And then for those 6 or 7 months, we're gonna be grinding it, and then we're gonna get off, play GTA, and then be hungry for more. Gotta get to something there, and I think that's a smart move. Push it back, and let us kind of feed off it for a little bit. Because I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna get on GTA. We're playing that, but I'm coming back to this game because from what I've seen from the beta so far, I want to play this more.
Now, you hit on a good point, and I don't want to stay here because obviously we have tons of pros and cons. But my question to you is, what is a best case scenario for Battlefield 6 with GTA 6 looming in the distance?
I think they're gonna hit the player count they want. I think they're gonna have really good sales. But they got to come out of the gate swinging. You can't have an unfinished game like Battlefield 5. You can't come out with half-assed games, some maps, and we'll give you Rush in 6 months. No, full complete game, everything people have been asking for. Every T is crossed, every I is dotted. Best case scenario, your game, you do it right, it's gonna come out, you're gonna crush it, and then we're gonna. And who knows, bro? We might get on GTA and like, servers are kind of going crazy. Let's wait like a couple weeks while they fix it up. Let's go back to Battlefield. If you guys crush this out the gate, we're gonna leave for a minute, but we're gonna come back and play it. I know we are. Like for me personally, I like a game. Like I'm at work, I clocked in. I can't wait to go back and play the game. I remember like when the 360 was out and Modern Warfare 2 and 3 were the big things. That's all you thought about. I want to come play your game. So best case scenario for them is that they listen to their team, their fan bases, their communities, whether they're hardcore or newcomers, listen to them, make the adjustments necessary, but keep your game yours. Don't go too crazy. Don't let the pendulum swing too far to one side, and leave us wanting more. Because like I said, I thought about it all weekend. I played one time and I wanted to come back on Sunday. I was like, I got to play it. I have to.
It's like you said, best case scenario is understanding GTA 6 is coming.
Yes.
So if you release the game at such a quality level, people will come back to that game alongside GTA 6. So for me, that is the best case scenario, is not to beat GTA 6, not to beat Call of Duty. You stay in your lane and allow yourselves, DICE, EA, to be the game we know you all can be after this weekend, especially going into the second weekend. And I'm going to get into that, a little bit further down. But be the game we know y'all can be. We just experienced it. So, and understand that you're not beating GTA 6, because I'm willing to bet some egocentric CEO at Activision, Call of Duty, Blizzard, whatever, is thinking that they will actually take players from GTA 6. Fam, not only are you not taking players from GTA 6, you'll be playing GTA 6. Your kids, your mistress, your child, your unborn child, everyone's playing GTA 6. It's going to be a cultural event, and so that's the best case scenario. So, however, Just speaking to what you said about quality of the game, another pro I have is destructible environments, atmosphere,
Yes.
gameplay,
Yes.
and overall gameplay. How do you feel about that?
The destruction of the building, the smoke from the buildup, from all the ash and stuff falling from the building, like, and that ties into the atmosphere, the thing that you were saying too. All of that, I don't want to say it was lost in the other games, but I just felt like in 2040, maybe I couldn't see it because you had 128 people on the map. It just didn't feel as inclusive in the game as it should.
Yeah, it
But
definitely
in
felt
this
like
one,
something
it's
was
like-
missing. Yeah.
Yeah, but in this, it's like I'm trying to hide in the building and a tank shoots a thing in there. You see the rocks, everything's starting to crumble, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? The floor is shaking, and then boom, it comes out on top of you. Now that building is completely gone. That is, dude, that is Battlefield to its core, bro. The destructible environment, because even Battlefield's worst game were still really good. Except
Yeah.
for 2042 on launch, but they fixed it. Anyways, I digress. Yes, destruction. I love the destruction, the environment, destructible environment. The atmosphere too, like you said, is great. I love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it so far. I mean, I don't even know how you can make that better. I mean, only worse if you just took it away. But I think so far so good. I think they just.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't
I
know what
think
else to add to that. Yeah.
I think you hit it out the park, and that only allows me to trailer just them keeping all the resources to next gen.
Yeah.
That everything you're saying speaks to, which is one of my pros, is just like them allocating all resources to next gen. As much as we love the old consoles, fuck those consoles. Let's just focus on putting everything here, because as we see, all the environments are rich. The atmospheres are rich. I mean, like you said, the destruction is insane. Some of the best memories I have from Bad Company 1 to Battlefield 3, 4 are in destructible environments. You need them. They're part of the atmosphere, but also the atmosphere itself, because all of these things serve as characters in the game. I hate to get like really movie philosophy, and I mean, you know how I am with movies and stuff like that, but the atmosphere is a character in the game. Jets flying across, snow coming down, mountains blowing. I mean, back in what was it, Battlefield 4 or 3, you jump off of a peak into the map. You know what I mean? Like, bro.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't think of it. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, and so I think what we're missing a lot, and you talked about it briefly earlier, just as far as like the space gaming is in. What we're missing in the gaming space is moments. We don't have enough moments like we used to have in games, multiplayer and stuff like that. Because you get into, I think companies get into this rhythm where they know they're gonna make the money, so there's not enough effort, and then blah blah blah. But I think
I hate that.
I think through destructible environments, gameplay, atmosphere, them bringing all these people from different teams to make this game is a testament to them focusing on quality over quantity, and the next gen resource allocation is also them kind of hitting that mark as well, which leads me to talk about the weapons, weapon play, and just a variety. How do you feel about just kind of like just overall variety in weapons, gadgets, perks, even class system?
I thought even for a beta, I thought there was a good number of weapons in there. I mean, I might have been unhappy at first, like with the I think it was like the M433 or something like that, but it doesn't take long to unlock new weapons. I did see some people online were saying something about the recoil was like virtually non-existent. Some players on PC saying that the aiming didn't feel right. It felt really like wavy or heavy, and it felt too clunky with the mouse, something like that. But I'm playing on controller, so but I did hear people saying they're playing on their Xbox or PlayStation that there's no recoil. But for me, I guess I can kind of agree with that. Not there's not too much recoil. I mean, it took a little bit of a skill to kind of keep those guns under wraps. But no, I think the gun selection was really good. I thought the M4 was really great. I love the assault class, how you can have 2 primaries that give you a launcher. You can also have like the M870 shotgun. Shotguns work great, especially CQB. I don't know if you pulled on one of the shotguns.
Dude, I just want to say something, dude. I see all the chatter online about the shotgun. Okay, I get it. But I played yesterday, and or whatever the last beta day was, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna run a shotty. I'm gonna run it. I'm getting cooked by these shotties. I'm gonna run a shotty. And when I say like pushing a base and getting like 6-7 people in a row,
bro,
don't touch the shotty.
Insane.
Don't touch it. Leave it in. Leave it in. Yeah, leave it in. Go ahead.
Bro.
Because that has always been that has always been the equalizer. My story arc for stuff like that goes, I'm a protagonist, and so I won't fall to the folly of man and use the cheap and easy way out. And
I'm not going to use the Dow shotgun.
Yeah. And then it gets into the hands of a killer like myself. And so then it's different. Yeah, and then it's different. Reap and I did it for the double barrel shotgun exploit in Rebirth. We were like, hey, no, we're not gonna use it. We're not gonna use it. And we went to town. So I think that they should, because it is a shotgun. It is a shotgun. And you and I could do a full video on what should they neuter the shotgun or keep, like we could do a full video. But just in simple terms, it is still a shotgun. Like in real life, a shotgun does that. But I think that anytime we talk about any of this, we have to bring it down to the scale of the world of the game. And like the shotgun is just, you know, objectively way too powerful. Not to cut you off.
At least, no, it's good. But at least, so what I've noticed when just a regular, you're using the assault class, you got the shotgun, I pull it out. From a distance, I hit a guy 3 times, nothing. Don't let me catch you in the house with the shotgun.
Yeah.
I ran out because that's another, I'm gonna talk about like how much ammo you're getting in specific classes. Yeah. But I ran out of ammo in the assault rifle, pulled out the shotgun, and I'm like, okay, my pistol, I'm not really good with the pistol right now. I don't have it upgraded. Let me shotgun. Walked up the stairs, blam, blam, just taking 4 or 5 kills before I got dropped. I was like, yo, this thing is nuts. From a distance, okay, because in past Battlefields, I mean, you put a slug in it, you're bodying people from like 50 meters. It's crazy. Like you, at least for now, the bone stock shotgun or whatever they give you, the base one, if you're close quarters, it's wraps for you. But I mean, nice. That's a little realistic there, which is great. I'm glad that you can't get sniped with a shotgun, but if you get caught by, bro, I was running away from this dude. I was running, seen him coming. Got behind the wall. I turned, he jumped off the wall, foot in the air in my mouth, and just took my face off. I couldn't even be mad. I was like, yo, that was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He's like, oh my gosh.
It's very interesting because all of this also affects gameplay. Like all of this also affects gameplay and like how you strategically play. Because if it means neutering, you know, weapons now affects me, shotgun, for example. If neutering the shotgun affects me pushing a building and I can't get the job done, well, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Honestly, I think it's fine, right? Honestly,
After using it, I'm like, okay, I think it's fine. I do think it's fine. I do think that like sometimes we get very critical when it's us getting bodied, right? Mm-hmm. And once you use it, then it's like, oh, okay, well, I understand, you know, X, Y, Z. So, we talked about enough good stuff. Was there any other good things you want to cover?
The sound right now and the footstep, I think it's perfect. I hope they don't change it. Maybe it's just different headphones. I don't know, but it sounds great compared to the last game. So, but right now, like guns are great. Customization is great. And there's obviously gonna be so much more to come. Sound is great. Releases, their timing is good. yeah, I mean that's we can go on and on forever, but yeah, so far so good. So if you want to get into something nasty, we can get into that too.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, also a pro for me. I think the sound is fantastic. I did have a problem with the footsteps at first, and then you kind of just get adjusted to it, because I think there's also like an arc that everyone has to kind of get over as well, is like, I think we're all so desensitized to a point because we played such mediocre games that when something good comes our way, it's almost unrecognizable, right? It's almost like getting a baddie, and because you only had mid packs your whole life, it's like the baddie is almost too good to be true, because
you just fuck it up.
Yeah, because either you've just only had mid packs or you yourself are chopped, right? And so that's just what it is. And so yeah, but let's talk cons, because enough we've glazed them enough. First off, I've seen it all over online, and I mean, you know how I am about social media people blowing things out of proportion.
Yeah.
But the UI,
Same.
the UI is ass. It's true.
Yeah, I agree.
I opened the game
it
immediately.
makes me so mad, dude.
Immediately opened it up, and I was like, UI is ass. It's ass. Mm-hmm. And I have a video. No joke. I have a video from 2042. I'm gonna post it probably after weekend 2, but it's literally someone on my stream asks, what makes a good Call of Duty? And one of the points I make is the UI.
Yep.
UI has to be just easy. It just needs to be easy. We need to be able to navigate, find stuff.
User friendly.
Challenges. I want to see a stats bar, a challenges bar, maps, modes. Like, just make it easy. You don't have to get super tech, super futuristic. I know people try to go for the super modern cyber look. They're trying to match the aesthetic, but UI is ass.
Yeah, but and also on top of that, like try to do too much. You got like the moving background, soldiers walking, cars, maps. You're adding too much to the screen, and so at first for me, I'm like, why does, like, I'm over here and I'm trying to switch over to a menu and it's like lagging and it's not going over. So I know you're probably on the PC. Using the sticks. I put it on my PlayStation purely because I wanted the streams to be better. But when I was going through the settings, and I noticed, oh shoot, I'm not on performance mode. So as soon as I switched it over to performance mode, everything started to move quicker on my end. So I don't know what it is on the PC side, but at least for me with the console, and you know, typically I would be on the PC, but this is just I'm trying something new here. But switch that to performance mode. It kind of brightened everything up on the UI, and you're able to move through the menus quicker. That still doesn't take away from the fact that you just, like, why I don't understand why things are hidden in certain places. Like, I'll add to the UI as we're talking about cons. I'm running through Battlefield. One of my favorite things about this game is that if I am obviously in a gunfight and I got my teammates around me, I need to be able to make the call outs. So I'm looking up, I'm like, oh, okay, I can't just say he's in the building. There's 400 buildings. I like to use the compass. Yo, he's west 35. Man, he's west 85, or whatever it is, right? I'm like, I'm yelling, where is the freaking compass?
Yeah, that's the first thing I said.
I went through the settings forever trying to find it. You finally had to go into like system extra, open up advanced, and then there it is, crossplay compass multiplayer set to always. Boom, now it's at the top of the screen the whole time.
I didn't even know that was a setting.
It's in the game, dude. I could pull it up right now and show you where it's at. You could put the compass on. I promise. I'm like, they didn't get rid of it. I'm gonna find it, and I found that bitch.
Bro, without the compass, this is me all game.
Like, what the? I'm like, why would you guys take that off the screen, bro?
Yeah. That like, should be a standard thing, and you're right. I think especially because, you know, if you make a lot of call outs, if you play, if you're like that, then that is such an essential thing. I think I'm so used to just being able to call somebody out, like, hey, west 85, north 22, southwest 24, you know, like, you know, you just kind of get used to and accustomed to just having a compass standard. Because when I don't have a compass, again, this leads all the way back to strategy and how you play the game. That affects how I play. If I don't have a compass, then instead of me saying, hey, Dunk, he's West 23, I just say to myself, you know, fuck, I'm just going to get him myself. I'll just go get him myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
because it's hard to explain. You can't say, oh, he's by the car that's on fire. Okay, well, everything's blown up.
Everything's on fire. Everything's blown up. Yeah.
And the compass it's huge because and we can kind of segue into that. The compass thing is huge because the tagging system isn't as fluid and nice as it was in Battlefield 3. Now, to be fair, you could just like look off into the vast distance in BF3 and just spam left bumper and someone's getting tagged.
Yeah.
So I get why, okay, they're trying to make it a little more difficult.
Yeah, confirm the target before. Yeah.
Exactly. But if you're going to make that more difficult, put the damn compass on I'm glad it's in it, but just put it on the damn screen. Because now I can look up and you know, next time we play, gonna show everybody where it's at so everybody can turn it on. So when I make a call out, yo, he's South 40, you know, oh, he's over or wherever, right? So yeah, that the fucking compass needs to be on the game always.
Speaking of confirming a target and just kind of like seeing where people are, maps. Okay, now you and I have had a thorough discussion about this. The maps for the beta are entirely too small, and what I mean too small, I mean to scale small. Not like the conquest maps. I think the conquest maps are fine. I know people still have their gripes with the size of all breakthrough, but I just mean to scale, because one of the issues I had in 2042 was player models were too small. Like I couldn't see people, and I didn't know if I was chopped. I don't know if it was because I'm getting old and like I just can't see. No, because in this game the player models are bigger, and historically Battlefield 1, 3, 4, Hardline, all the player models are big. So it was literally just 2042 that the player models were small. But maps, I know that they are just renditions in the beta. They're just derivatives of the bigger maps. I hope that's true. I think that certain game modes would benefit from a bigger size map. Breakthrough being one of them, domination being one of them.
Breakthrough for sure.
And I think we just need the flexibility to be able to have the option to go more left or more right on a map. So I don't mean that they need to build more geographical space. They just need to open the borders and expand the borders out. Because I seen on a couple Reddit forums, people were talking about Rush. Now, Rush historically is a game mode that's very linear. It's one side pushing to another side and planting bombs. However, certain maps deliver more space, more geographical space. So if that is the case, I'm okay with that. However, it can't be the size of Breakthrough. It can't be what we play. The mountain map, whatever that map is. That map is so terrible to play because I don't have enough flex time. I don't have enough, flex space to expand if I want to push with my team left. It's only one side really you can push, and that's the side to get to A. The closest way to get to A on the roadside with the tanks. How do you feel about the maps?
I think I like, so I do agree. I open up the borders. I can't think of the name of the map on top of my head. I'd have to look it up. But when you're trying to play the breakthrough, it seems like you're always just on attack, trying to push up, and they're spawning right at the damn base. So not only it's like 32v32, you have 10 people on the front line just mowing you down while the other 25 are just shooting you with sniper rifles that are insanely good. So I do agree that like left and right, I got to be able to swing. That's at least for me, that's always been my Battlefield play style. I will run for 5 minutes and see nobody just so I can get around the back.
Yeah.
I like going that way. I'm going to lay down here and hide real quick, look around, maybe spot, make some call outs, whatever. Then I'll try to make my move, whatever it is. Because when we think about maps like Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm,
Huge.
Even like the
Huge.
no shark canals. A Firestorm was insanely big. You had jets and tanks and helicopters everywhere, and that's what I want to see. And so, I to tap on your point, saying that for the beta, I've been hearing the rumors circle around some subreddits as well that, these maps are to kind of test the waters, and then we're gonna get the large maps when the game releases, and then they're obviously still going to have smaller renditions of the maps like when Rush and for other game modes, small Conquest. But when you drop a Battlefield and you got Conquest, I want an Operation Firestorm sized map to play on, and I want several tanks on both sides, several helicopters on jet, whatever, full what do they call it, all out or full scale war, whatever they call
war,
it.
Yeah.
I want the whole 9, dude.
Yeah,
Everything.
because that mountain map for Breakthrough is like, I can give you a perfect compare and contrast. That map versus Siege of Cairo Breakthrough. Siege of Cairo Breakthrough flows perfectly because there's buildings.
I like the map a lot.
There's buildings you can run through. There's alleyways. There's all these dense locations that you can run through for Breakthrough on Siege of Cairo. And so, I just want to see a bit of scale added to these maps. Especially like the smaller maps. I think for me, and this kind of leads into my next con, is that I expected a little more out of the CQB maps, the domination squad death matches, the King of the Hill. Now, granted, we haven't received squad deathmatch yet, but we did get King of the Hill, domination. Domination plays too close, and I think that Battlefield really could have monopolized and played a huge trump card in the arena shooter aspect, because Battlefield is known for conquest, rush, right? Like traditionally, we got Breakthrough, we got front lines in the later Battlefields, but what I thought they were gonna do for multiplayer, like the smaller maps, was make it almost like what they do in COD, so that it's arena based 3-lane shooter, and it's spatially like bigger. And I don't mean Black Ops 6, a Cold War. No. I mean like Modern Warfare 2, 2021, 2022, or MW 19, like spatially for Dom or King of the Hill, or because I don't know if you got a chance to play King of the Hill, but King of the Hill flows so well because of the spawns. Like there's actual spawn points, you're putting them, and you're putting people at such a great distance from where the hill is, parallel to where the enemy is. So I'm like, okay, cool. That makes sense to me. So, So as far as like that goes, I'm just like, I don't know. I was not feeling Dom at all. Way too close.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play King of the Hill. I think I got straight to it. Like I tried to play a couple of Breakthrough, and I believe the map is I believe it's Liberation Peak. I think that's the map that's on Breakthrough, but I mainly play Conquest. Now Liberation Peak for Conquest,
that is Breakthrough
is
Liberation
dope.
Peak.
Yeah, the Conquest on that's going to be a great map. Now I don't know if that is like that's the full size, if they're going to make it bigger, because the map is already I guess according to like a Battlefield sized map, it's probably like 60% of what their normal size would be. It's still pretty big, but it's not as massive as before. And generally you could tell by the amount of vehicles they give you. One jet each side, one helicopter. Like when they go full out, they got like several of each thing. But yeah, I didn't get to touch King of the Hill. I did a couple of domination runs with you. Didn't really care for it that much. It's like, if I'm gonna play a cap several flag type, let's just play Conquest.
Yeah.
Instead of 3 flags, let's just get 6 flags, or 5 flags, and let's just run it. Let's just run it like that. And because I like to be able to move. I don't. Nothing frustrates me more than spawn dying, dude. What did you think of the Breakthrough? How did you like that? Or what did you not like about Breakthrough?
I would absolutely. I mean, this is a hot take. I mean, it may be not a hot take. I would have definitely put front lines in before I would have put Breakthrough. I've never been like so adamant about Breakthrough. However, I've loved Frontlines, one because it takes a long time to play. You're in the match for a while.
90-minute matches.
Tug of war.
Love
It's
that.
it's just really
Love
just
that.
really a fun. Plus, it just adds a cool dynamic when you get to the last base that you have to take over, and it's like way more intricate, way more dense.
And your team's getting slaughtered. Just trying to run in there.
Insane.
Oh my
Insane. Breakthrough, it was just okay. I mean, like I said, Breakthrough Liberation Peak, ass. Breakthrough Siege of Cairo, fantastic. I mean, because you need density. I need to be able to go far right or far left. And those things are very important to me. I think it adds to the immersion. It adds to not only the creators of the game. We get to see more of the map. We get to appreciate alleyways, buildings that we can go through. And I like that. And kind of just to touch back on the Dom point, Dom doesn't feel like good to play. It's way too close proximity wise. And it kind of leads it to one of my cons is, and I'm saying this as an advocate to people who play Battlefield. I do not wholeheartedly feel this way, but this is just an advocation. Some people feel like this Battlefield strays from Battlefield essence. They say that it's more Call of Duty-esque. It doesn't really feel like Battlefield. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think that depending on the mode you play, it could feel like that. Dom does not feel like Battlefield. It does not.
Exactly.
They have never been good at Dom. They've never been good at domination. And I prefer to play squad deathmatch if I'm gonna play a CQB mode. I really liked King of the Hill. Liked King of the Hill. I think they should tighten up some of the logistics and parameters to the game, but I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, Breakthrough was fine, just depending upon what map you're playing. So
yeah, and I was gonna say the same thing about the domination mode. It's I think why those come in there is like they know we have our hardcore fans here. We're still trying to attract a new base, so let's keep some game modes in there for people who aren't familiar with the 5-6 flag gigantic map. Like people just want to get on a game sometimes and just run and gun. We just want to run around, shoot people, get some kills. Let's see who who can outkill who. Let's just have fun. Fine. So they're gonna have TDM, domination. Keep those games in there for those kind of players. But like, where I'm gonna be at, because when we were on Battlefield 1 with operations, addicted to that.
Yeah.
And then the front lines on Battlefield 5, and then Breakthrough on here. Yo, if it was, I get it. They're testing it right now, but where I'm gonna be at. Like I said, it's gonna be Conquest. It's gonna be Breakthrough, Frontlines, whatever they're gonna call it, or Operations, whatever, and then it's gonna be Rush. It's gonna be Rush.
And just to kind of close this point is with Breakthrough, like I said, if they just expand the left and rights, we'll be fine border wise. However, the most frustrating thing about that is when you do make the advance after pushing through such a narrow-necked space and you don't get the kill due to the unbelievably high TTK. Okay? Segue transition. TTK is something that is atrocious in this game. Now, I have 2 points about TTK because I know this topic gets us fired up. Most people fired up. I think most of every Reddit subthread past the gooning pages are talking about TTK. I think I even saw on the gooning page, this guy said, I was about to beat my shit, but I was just focused on the TTK so much. It's just so ass. I'm just like, yeah, man, I agree, but get off Reddit. Go outside, TTK is atrocious. 2 points I have about TTK. Either the damage on the guns needs to go up, or the TTK needs to go down. And for the people that don't know TTK, it just means time to kill in respect to if I'm in front of a person, how many bullets and how much time it takes to get them out of my face. So again, 2 points. One, the first point is either the damage on the guns needs to go up or the time to kill needs to come down, and there needs to be some sort of median because it's taking entirely too long. It's affecting how I play strategically, and I just don't appreciate that, especially because this is the highest I've seen TTK in Battlefield. Now, I know the COD crybabies talk about that in Warzone, and they talk about TTK is way too fast, it's way too, because they are speaking in respect of, I just want to be able to slide cancel my way everywhere, and I want to do movement, and I don't think it's fair that if I'm able to side cancel and do all this, and they shoot me with a gun that's supposed to kill me, I don't think it's fair that it kills me. Fuck you. No.
Yeah.
If I'm shooting you and you want to fucking dance, it's your choice to dance or fire. It's your choice. So really, it comes down to the player. It's not the game. It's you. You are deciding to slide cancel and cartwheel and fucking wall run. You're doing all that. I'm choosing to shoot. So we need to be paid there. That's where we need to be paid. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is where I advocate for the TTK. Where I advocate is, we know Battle Royale is coming in a few months. I don't want to talk about Battle Royale. Nonetheless, for me, this TTK in the beta is perfect for Battlefield Royale. It's perfect. I think it's balanced enough to not only allow people to move, do their little, dance around, slide, cancel, whatever, but it also is enough to balance out, like, okay, this is a Battle Royale. I need to use this many bullets. That's what it is. So that's where I advocate in the TTK. But yeah, please, I digress.
I felt like it was too high. And I say that in a sense of, for one, it could just be nothing's unlocked on the gun yet. So, but again, you're loading in the game, you're level 1, you got your gun, you're shooting somebody, and they can turn around on you, and then they can finish you off. Now, again, they got more attachments. Their gun might be a little bit better than yours, higher velocity, quicker draw, or quicker ADS speed, and you just got beat to the, even though you didn't get beat to the punch, they turn around and still beat you. Now, after having, several hours to play the game and unlocking some stuff and getting those things done, it's like, okay, I know what I got to get. I know what I got to do. So going through those motions of just grinding it out for those first few ranks, getting those things unlocked for your gun, it feels like the TTK is too high at first, but I can see why they have it to where it's at, because again, you don't want the game to be too difficult that you're shying away the newcomers, but you also don't want it to be impossibly high that people are like, this is just not, because of another one of my gripes I had was about, so, and that kind of ties into what the gun's a little bit stronger or bring the TTK down, because I noticed that when you spawn in, at least with the assault class, you get, let's say you're starting out with the M4. I think you start out with maybe it's the M433. One of those guns, you start out with a 20 round mag or a 30 round mag, one in the chamber. So you have 31 to start with, and you have 90 in reserve. You got just over 120 rounds. If you use that same weapon, you go to recon class, you got a lot more. You use the M4A1 in the recon class, you have 31 or 36 in the mag, plus one in the chamber, 187 in reserve. So if I'm picking assault class and I'm limited on the amount of ammo that I'm taking too long to kill, I found myself in the first few hours of playing the game, it's that I'm not getting any kills. I've shot 5 people, I've gotten 2 kills, I'm out of ammo. Come on. That can't happen. So I guess that could also tie in. It's like, do you need to up the damage or lower the TTK or add an extra ammo? Because you're not going to change those things. I need more ammo then. At least need some more ammo then. If I'm going to have to be dumping mags into them, you got to give us something. But it's not all bad, because like I said, once I've kind of gotten the attachments that I needed to get for the particular gun that I was using, I felt like I finally got a rhythm down and I adjusted to it. So some minor tweaks maybe, and then it's almost perfect. I think it's almost perfect.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree. I agree with with what you're saying. That even leads me into the meta talk. I just posted a video on YouTube about metas, and and there's no metas in Battlefield. I don't know. I don't know why these COD kids are trying to integrate that culture into Battlefield. There are no metas. Everything historically in Battlefield works. So I think that's something that should still be the focal point. All the weapons should work, even if when they change the TTK. But we'll know going into this next weekend. They already have tweeted so much. Even the individual developers on their Twitter accounts, they're posting things like, I'm so excited to get back to work, and like change the things that you guys are talking about and tweak some things. And so that's always exciting to see. Just to kind of leave this on a high note, it's always exciting to see these guys excited about their game, because the more you are excited, we are excited. And it's like you said at the very beginning, we feel heard, we feel seen, and this level of transparency, I also talk about that in one of my videos. This level of transparency is important, especially nowadays where we don't trust you guys. It's like one of the rules in journalism is like, you have to gain the trust of the public. The moment the public doesn't trust you, they are forever skeptical. So I think that we made some great points. I'm glad you pulled up to help me do this video. And
absolutely, man. Anytime, baby.
Yeah, and any lasting thoughts?
Oh, I will add one positive. I know that was kind of a con there. I added one final positive is thank you, Battlefield developers, for bringing back the distance your C4 is thrown.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the recent ones where I had to run up, look straight up, and chuck it, and it like just came straight down. Now I grab a C4 and I'm trying to do it in like the last Battlefield. I'm going like this, and I'm like Tom Brady all of a sudden. I'm yeeting these things like way over the tanks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, now I can safely chuck a C4 from behind a wall or something. Like now you can. I'm glad they brought that back.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah,
bro. Because like in Battlefield 5 or 2042, like you would look straight up, like it wouldn't go nowhere. You had to get really, really close. If the tanks are going to be that overpowered and the C4 is like the strongest thing to kill it, let me be behind a wall and I'm like watching the map, or I'm listening for the tank. I can like, okay, I can hear him coming. I can chuck it over the wall into the street and then blow it up when he rolls over it. You know, it adds more to the strategy. Now, don't make me run out there like an asshole and like throw it and it misses the tank and I'm 5 feet from it. Like, come on, bro. But I'm glad I'm glad they improved the throwing. I hope they don't change that.
Yeah.
But honestly, all in all, I think I have more pros than cons for this game.
Yeah.
And it's just a beta. I might have been talking that shit on Thursday, but I'm a whole new man after Sunday.
Yeah. No. Ultimately, thank you to the developers at EA. I don't think they get enough thanks. Yeah. Just in the midst of all the hype, thank you for such a great game, such a great experience, and yeah, it was good having you, brother. It was good having you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, man. You got my number. Let's do it again.
Yep. Say less.